think being a strong female is sexy. I think that it took me a while to figure that out too. Because if you remember back to the first album, I wrote in one of the lyrics, I don't understand, for sexy said he'd be my man. And I think a lot of girls think that they have to do whatever it takes to fit in. And when it comes to guys can make you believe that they'll love you if you give them certain things. And I learned that that's not true. And when you want respect, you know, a guy might get angry at first, but I think it's sexy to be strong and independent.
Please don't come around talk about that you love me, 'cause that love just for me. I don't wanna hear that you adore me. And
I think all that is sexy. And I think respect comes with how you carry yourself, not in how you dress. You know, if you want to show your legs, if you got great legs, show them. God gave them to you. But at the same time, it's all how you carry yourself. Do you close your legs or do you sit like this? You know what I mean? It's all about how you carry yourself. And you only get as much respect as you demand. When I was like 7 and 8, I went to the YMCA for summer camp. And I had a crush on this boy. And he pulled my pants down in front of everybody. And I turned pink and I blushed. It's really hard to embarrass me, but that did it. And everyone was like, she's pink. Ah! And I ran home crying every day, and it was really terrible. And then the Reservoir Dogs movie came out, and me and a bunch of my friends were sitting around watching it, and I had told them that story about how people make fun of me. And Mr. Pink in that movie is the sarcastic smartass. So there I am. It was dubbed, and then I introduced myself to LA as Mr. Pink. We dropped the Mr. because we thought people would be a little confused. So there it was. I'm so vain. Basically, I'm listening to myself right now. Misunderstood's my favorite record. No, I'm really inspired by the stuff I do. That sounds terrible, but I'm not gonna lie, I really like this album. And I just go back to the place where I was when I created it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm very proud to have come from Philly. I just think Philly is a very gritty city, and it's a realist city, you know. There's not a lot of money, and it's great. There's just a vibe there that's, you know, people aren't walking around worrying about Neiman Marcus. They're worrying about, you know, where they're going to find their next paycheck, and that promotes a lot of creativity. I just started writing just one day, and then I never stopped, and I just had to be in the studio every day of my life writing songs.
I never cared too much for love. It was all a bunch of mush that I just did not want.
And I don't know, I love being able to change lyrics into this thing. I don't know, I can't explain it. It's a magical thing. I kind of tend to leave the instruments up to everybody else, and they leave the melodies and lyrics up to me. Songwriting for me has changed this time. It was just magical. I became a freestyler on this album instead of like a structured poet, and I would close my eyes and say whatever came off the top of my head. I'm just basically wearing my heart on my sleeve this time around. I love smart-ass people that push other people's buttons and that aren't afraid. I love flirts. I'm a big flirt. I love suckerfish. The ones that go on the window and they just suck all around the window and get all the algae off it. I love the ball pits at McDonald's. You know, the ball pits that you can jump in. They're awesome. I love them. I love camping. Camping to me is so just unexplainable how you feel when you're in nature, that close to nature. I love Pop-Tarts. That's my favorite thing in the whole world. Oh, the kind with the icing and the jimmies on top? Sprinkles? Yeah. And the blueberry on the inside, and the chocolate ones, and the vanilla ones, and the strawberry. And I love my dog. Yes. Here's my baby. I don't know how I feel yet about having Family Portrait on my record. It's about divorce and being the kid, which I was, which thousands and millions now of other kids are. I think a lot of parents try to stay together for the betterment of their children, not knowing that growing up in a household where there's bickering all the time is worse. I didn't realize that situation in my life had such a big effect on me until I wrote that song. I let my mom hear that song and she cried for 4 days. It was just it can be a very painful thing, but for most of your life you're in denial about it. You know, oh, big deal, everybody's parents get divorced. But there's real abandonment issues that come from that, and there's real confusion about love that comes from that. I guess that song is just my release of that whole time in my life. And I think a lot of people will either be suicidal or better. Could go either way. I think I have a pretty intimate relationship with my fans because I'm so honest in my lyrics that people can tell who I am, and I'm not really like a puppet on a string. I hate the word fan, first of all. I call them my friends and associates and distant cousins. I love my friends because they're just like me. 10 years from now, I'll definitely still be pissing people off. I'll still be getting in trouble. I don't know where I'll be. I don't know what color my hair will be. I don't know if I'll have hair. By that point, I'm not taking too good care of it. I might teach second grade art and sit around in smocks and paint all day. I don't know.